Hi guys, today we're going to cover section 5.7. It is a very short section. So let's get going. All right, so we're going to talk about division by a monomial, and we actually have done division by a monomial quite a bit. The example we did in class was this. We have a 1/3 plus 2/3, right? Which when I ask this in class, everybody says, "Well, duh, that is 1." Well, how'd you get 1? Well, pretty much everybody said, well, 1 plus 2, right? You do 1 plus 2 on the top, you keep the 3 on the bottom, and that's how you get 3/3, which is 1. And that's great, all right? And the same thing, right? When we talk about, if I ask a question, 3/4 minus 2/4, right? And most everybody said, well, you do 3 minus 2 on the top, right? You keep the 4, so you get 1/4. Okay, so this seems to be pretty normal, pretty obvious. But what I'm going to ask you to do is this. Instead of thinking about going from left to right, okay, the symbol equal means it is a two-way street. Okay, equal means it is a two-way street, which means it is okay to go from right to left. Okay, notice, right? If you look at it from right to left, we have a fraction, right? We have a fraction that we have something adding or subtracting on the top, but the denominator has only one term, right? In this case, only a single number, a 3 or a 4. So this kind of plays into our topic here, right? We're trying to divide by a monomial, right? Remember, monomial means one term. So let's go ahead and look at this. So the first problem, we have 8x minus 4/2, right? Definitely look like these fractions right here. And notice a fraction in the red box. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to split. Okay, when we go from left to right, right, in our example, when we go from left to right, we take two fractions, we combine to a single fraction. But in this case, we're actually going to split it up. So what we end up having is we have 8x/2 minus 4/2, and then we're going to reduce the fraction. 8x/2 is 4x, minus 4/2 is 2, and from here we're done. Okay? Now, obviously, this is an easier example. As you look at the next three examples, they're going to be a little bit tougher. But let's go ahead and take a look. We got 15a squared plus 45b squared minus 30 and all over 5. Right? Again, this time we have a single fraction, and we're going to split it. So once we split, we end up having three fractions. You got 15a squared over 5 plus 45b squared over 5 and minus 30 over 5. So 15a squared divided by 5, 15 divided by 5 is 3, so you got 3a squared. Plus 45 divided by 5 is 9, so 9b squared. And minus the last part, 30 divided by 5 is 6. So this right here is our final answer. Okay, easy enough, right? Okay, here we go. The next problem we have is 6a squared plus 2ab minus 5a over 3a. Notice this one now we're dealing with variables in the denominator, so make sure when you split the fraction, keep that up. So 6a over 3a, 6a squared over 3a plus 2ab over 3a minus 5a over 3a. Now, when you're reducing these fractions with the variables inside, this is totally what we're doing in the earlier sections of chapter 5. Okay? All right, here we go. 6 divided by first fraction, 6 divided by 3 is 2/1. And the a squared over a is a on the top. So 2a over 1 or 2a is okay. Now, next fraction, plus 2ab over 3a. Now, 2 over 3 I can't really do a whole lot with. But I realize a and a will cancel. So I'm left with 2b over 3. Last one, minus 5a over 3a. Notice the a's will cancel, so you're left with 5 over 3. So final answer is 2a plus 2b over 3 minus 5 over 3. Okay. All right, last problem, same idea. Split out the fractions. So we got 20a to the 5th power of 5b minus 18ab plus 6 over negative 6a squared b cubed. So again, split everything up. I have 20a 5b over negative 6a squared b3 minus 18ab over negative 6a squared b to the power of 3 plus 6 over negative 6a squared b3. All right, now I'm going to try to make this look a little nicer. So I'm going to reduce the first fraction. I'm going to put a negative in the front. Okay, I don't like the negative on the bottom to begin with, but I'm going to put it in the front. That's legit. Now let's try to reduce the fraction. 20 over 6. 2 goes into 20, 2 goes into 6. That is 10 over 3. A to the 5th divided by a squared. You can use the property 5 minus 2 is a cubed. 5 minus 2 is a cubed, is a positive, stays on top. Now, b over b to the power of 3. If you do top minus bottom, which is what we typically do, you're going to get 1 minus 3, which is b to the negative 2. We can deal with that later. Or right now you can just or if you want to, you can take the b to the negative 2 and flip it down to the bottom. So we have negative 10a cubed over 3b squared. When you flip it down to the bottom, the sign on the exponent changes. All right, so we're done with the first fraction. Now, second fraction, notice again, I am going to put the negative from the denominator to the front. But then I have minus negative 18ab over positive 6a squared b cubed. You can take that double minus into a plus if you want. That's okay. All right, so now here we go. Let's reduce the fraction. 18 over 6 is 3 over 1. A over a squared has an a on the bottom. B over b cubed is b squared on the bottom, right? B over b cubed, that's the same as b over b. One of the b's gets canceled, so you have b squared left over on the bottom. All right, now, so the second fraction is done. Now the third fraction, again, I'm going to put a negative in the front, so I can write it as a plus negative or just simply a minus. So minus 6 over 6a squared b cubed. And notice in this case, 6 cancels out. So I have 1 over a squared times b to the power of 3. And that's it. We are all set with that. Okay. And this is basically it for dividing by a monomial. Notice if you look in the book, we did not do long division. We did not do dividing by a binomial because that's beyond the scope of this course. So this is a very short section. And let me know if you have any questions. All right, talk to you guys later.